In 2026, there are dozens of different ways of getting clients. Some of them are completely trash and you should avoid them at any cost. And the rest of them are just straight up gold mine you can print cash with. In this video, I'll go through every single one of them, explain how it works, and rank them based on the lead volume, efficiency, lead quality, and more. And by the end of this video, you will for damn sure know what to double down on and start printing cash with. So let's get into it. As you can see, there are 20 different ways of getting clients. So we have Instagram X, LinkedIn, Meta Ads, YouTube advertising, all the way through webinar, paid community, etc. So honestly, I don't have experience with all of them, but I work with clients who do them regularly, and to other people who do them, I will, based on their experience, rank them, but with my understanding of how it logically will affect some of you in your niche, etc., based on lead efficiency and so on. And you can see I will explain all of that and rank that. So first we will start with Instagram. So for Instagram, he's good for low ticket, mid ticket offers, not very good with high ticket offer. On Instagram, we have three main formats. So first is Reels, second is Carousels, and third are Stories. So Reels are from strangers who discovers you. They scroll past, they hear something you said, and slowly they pick up your name, your expertise, etc. So Reels are for that. Next is Carousels. Carousels go level deeper beyond Reels and presents your life, your offer, etc. to the people who are already curious on your life, on your offer, as I said. And Stories are used for closing people, so followers who follows you and watch your stories, you close them by offering lead magnets or something valuable and put them into your DM. So we first start with Reels. For Reels, I would say there are things you shouldn't do at any cost and things you should do to build your brand and then attract your clients. So don't do lifestyle content and day in life content. So why not posting this type of content? Because with lifestyle content and day in the life, you're not attracting your ideal client, you attract only window shopper, and you don't want to do that. Instead, you should focus on top of funnel content, middle of the funnel content, and bottom of the funnel content. So top of funnel content are viral or trend content. For example, like this, you can see the views, very high views. So for example, some new tool just dropped out, in this case Gemini Gem, and gets this many views. Also for engagement, you can use memes. Memes are also great if you actually make them funny. Middle of the funnel content. In this content, you educate people deeper on your expertise, share your real value, and after that Reels, they know what they improve in their business, etc. They paid off the time they spend watching your Reels. For example, in this video, Devin Jato reveals some Instagram cheat codes and also tells how algorithm on Instagram story works. Also, I would say that for this type of content, it's actually good to use education plus entertainment, because with that you educate people, but also in entertaining way, because no one come to Instagram for buying decisions, but for to be entertained. Instead of just entertaining people with memes, we educate them in combine with entertainment and get these views. And bottom of the funnel content is for case studies or client testimonial. So case study, you explain how some your client gets like 300 followers, or client interviews where you ask them questions and they will answer you, etc. So these are the types of content you should post on Instagram. Also, if you want to know how to create Instagram reel that always go viral, you should check out this video on my channel where I explain everything about IG reels from idea to posting in detail. So it's full masterclass. So check this down. Link will be in description. So that's it for Instagram reels. Next is carousel. So for carousels, as I said, this is for your life story, your offer, etc. It's not that matter. You don't need to stress about them. You can also use AI for creating them. They're only good to pin them on your profile. So you talk about, like, for example, this. I built a 2.1 million consulting business at 20 in the era where trust is an all-time low and markets are extremely saturated. Or slides like this. My business generate 224k per month at 75% profit margins last month. And we can see these are the real social proof screenshots of that. And also we have this like personal. I work with dream clients. They are also my best friends now. And the last thing is stories. So for stories, as I said, you use them to convert your followers into buyers. Here are some examples of Instagram stories. So I would say that the best type of Instagram story you should use follows the CCC framework. So catch, convey, close. This is a perfect example of it. And actually for this, I also created a video where I explain everything about IG Reel. So this is that video. You should check this out. Link will be also in description. So these are the essential things for Instagram. So you post Reels for people to discover you, and carousels you post to better introduce yourself to the people already curious about you, and stories for conversion, for your followers to go into DMs and then close them from that. So I would say that Instagram is very good for low to mid ticket offer, maybe for high ticket offers in small percentage of the time, but I would say that Instagram is A tier. For the efficiency, I would say it's medium, because you need consistent posting for people to remember you, because your Reels dies after 24 hours, so you need to post every single day. Volume is medium to high, and lead quality is actually warm, because people spend sometimes watching your content, and especially watching your stories where they finish in your DMs and then you close them, or push to your YouTube videos and build even more trust with them. So next is X and LinkedIn. I would say that they are pretty similar, but X is for B2C, more consultants, coaches, etc., and LinkedIn's for B2B. So for X, there are actually two ways of building your audience and therefore attract your ideal clients. So first one is posting, and second one is reply. So for posting, you need to post engagement post, value post, and lead magnets post, and to post them every single day multiple times. So here the example of lead magnet. So I spent 44 hours creating a new Miro board which shows you exactly step by step how I make 100k amount with my BizUp coaching offers on YouTube and IG. Comment Miro and I will send it to you via DM. You get these views, then engagement, so memes, and of course value post, so the irony of AI in content. So these are the three types you should post on X, and post them every single time multiple times. Second way is replies. When it comes to replies, I would say that you need to reply to people like 20, 30 or 40 times, maybe even 50 times a week. The best tactic is to apply to people who have big following, because there are higher chances of them getting many impressions, and that way more people will see your comments on their posts. So there are two ways of reply, one that you shouldn't do and one you should do. You shouldn't reply with true, great point, or fire emoji. That's useless. You need to actually adding real value. So for example, if someone teaches you something, you should only reply with adding real value or disagree. So adding real value, you like stack value on top of that he said, you said what you think about it. Or disagree, you said that you don't agree with that and you said your version of story, your version of that situation, version of that offer, etc. No matter what is on point. So we have these two ways. LinkedIn, as I said, it's very similar. The only difference in the post. So you need to post value posts similar to X, but also live post and lead magnet. So here are the examples of value posts. This infographic, stop treating YouTube like social media, and we have this social media and YouTube. So great visual to explain things. Also we have a live post. So it's impossible to control a man who needs nothing. Also here, 19, I was overweight, broke and lost. 23, I started my first business. 28, I crossed 100 million in net worth. So this is also good value post. And you have lead magnets. We helped our clients add 1 million plus extra RRR, a copy and paste YouTube system, and wonderful starter pack, connect with me and comment starter. So these are the examples of posts you should do on X and you should do on LinkedIn, and you need actually to post them every day, not multiple times, because most of the users are B2B and they don't scroll on LinkedIn like they scroll on Instagram. So you need to post every day, but not like 3 times you would do on X. And for the replies, the same thing like on the X. So real value or disagree to the post, because you then build trust and build credibility, because the people, they see you, they know you're not just here for replies to people and in that way trying to like get eyeballs on your profile. They will check your profile and you have higher chances that will follow you. So I would say that for X and LinkedIn as also tier, and I slightly prefer X because I used more of X and I get better results on X than on LinkedIn. In the past I get so many jobs on X, and also now I get so much clients from it, from outreach, etc. So these are the B tier. I would say the efficiency is medium, because on both of these posts you post text and it's like low effort per post, and you need to be consistent on both platforms. I would say that for X is volume is like low to mid, because it's only bring awareness. It's actually the best case to push audience to your Instagram or to YouTube, but you will see throughout the video what is the best tactics, what is S tier and also what is the A tier. And the lead quality is actually pretty warm because they know about you, they know your offer, but they need more touch points like video content that they can consume of you, either short form or better long form. On LinkedIn, slightly better lead quality because it's B2B, SaaS, etc. But so it's very niche dependent and very offer dependent. Because I don't do B2B, I would say that X for me is better and overall for B2C. But if you're B2B, the LinkedIn is also B tier but above X. By the way, if content is taking up way too much of your time and still not attracting the right ICP, this is exactly what we fix. Most business owners either spend hours creating content themselves that doesn't convert, or they don't post at all. But if you're working with us, that's completely different. We handle everything from strategy, research, ideas, scripting, editing, SEO, thumbnails, titles, and of course posting. And you only need to record 2 to 3 hours of content per month. If that sounds interesting to you, click the first link in the description and book a call with me and my team. Now let's continue with the video. So next is meta ads. So for meta ads, this is how it looks. You have this awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales. In most cases, you choose leads or sales, or you have app, you choose app promotions. Awareness, this is for brands that they need to promote themselves in the sense of people to not forget about them, like Coca-Cola, Adidas, Nike, etc. Traffic don't useful pretty much. Engagement also. The main objections for meta ads is to turn your cold audience into warm audience. So cold audience is people who don't know who you are, don't trust you, and they need much more videos to convert, especially many YouTube videos. And for ads, our task is to convert them into warm audience, so they already know you, they understand your offer, they're ready to take the next step. It's smaller chances of you from one ad or from many ads to get people to your coaching or any other high ticket offer, and you need to do that from content, but this is a visually represent what you need to do with ads. So the process looks like this. So you have ad creative. So in the ad, you need to mention pain points in the first few seconds of your ads, then mechanism on how you can solve their problem, their pain point, social proof that you already done that, other people with other clients, and clear call to action to your website or YouTube video, etc., whatever you promote. Then funnel. So from your ads, people go to your landing page, and from landing page, they'll fill out a form, and from that they book a call. Then your website. On the website, you have VSL, social proof, explain your process or mechanism on how you solve the problem you said you solve. And then FAQ, so most frequent asked questions. Also, you should have a thank you page with additional frequently asked questions and with additional details on how they can go to the book all link, etc. This is their system, your ad creative, your funnel, your website. And also you need to retarget those people. So for example, the people who see your ads but don't buy nothing or don't go to website, you need to retarget them, you need to warm them, and in that process build trust. So this is the system for meta ads. And I would say that the main problem is that you need to invest a lot of money to get good results, and most of the time you get cold leads that book a call, they don't know you, and you like the most of call just convincing them of your results on how you can actually help them, and most of the time they don't close. So it's pretty bad if you don't have content, if you don't do outreach, etc. If people don't know you, it's pretty bad, and I will not encourage you to do that. So I would say that efficiency is high if you have content, if you already have a brand, and efficiency is low if nobody knows nothing about you. For volume, I would say that it's high, so more budget equals more leads, and when you stop paying, you stop getting leads, which is honestly terrible. And the lead quality is cold, they don't know nothing about you, and as I said, in most cases they go on the call not knowing anything about you, your offer, your expertise, your social proof. So yeah, I would say that in my opinion, so even for me now, like I'm not even ready, I would say that is C tier, or if you're someone who have unlimited budget, you can actually build that trust and spend thousands and thousands on ads. Next is YouTube advertising. I will be open for it. I don't use them and I don't have personal experience with them, but I talk with people and I have clients that they do that, and I know a lot of gurus they do that, and I know for what is good YouTube advertising or for what is not. So as you can see, so YouTube ads come in different shapes. You have this stacked ad but skippable, you have unskippable ads, you have one unskippable ad, so they comes in different variety. I would say you use them for low ticket offers such as AI softwares, online courses, online events. It's good for that because I would say that most people, when I analyze myself, I skip every single ad. I don't watch any ads whatsoever. Maybe like 1% of the ads, but most people are similar to me. They skip YouTube ads. They don't watch it. So it's very hard to sell high ticket offer and don't use YouTube advertising for that. And most people don't use it. It's actually better for meta ads because it's better optimizing platform and most people use it and it's smarter platform. So if you're using ads to promote your videos just to get more views, then my friend put the fries in the bag. So you're doing more harm than good because people coming from ads usually watch very little. YouTube will then flag it as a bad video due to low watch time and eventually stop recommending it to others unless you keep paying. This is also the more highlight paying equals views, leads. I would say that for me it's D tier. I would say D tier. Efficiency is low, spend a lot of your budget to get leads in the first place and potentially you can damage your channel. And for the lead quality, I would say it's good for low ticket offers, so it's both good quality and bad quality. So, and most of the time are cold, as I said on meta ads, very similar. So the next one are the combined, so TikTok, Facebook and Threads. So I will go fast as I can through them. So for the TikTok, I would say that if you want to only post on TikTok, that's a completely waste of time because on TikTok you can post reels and go live. The majority of people love to watch TikTok lives over the Instagram lives. And I would say that the good tactic to not spend time or anything like that, to use actually Instagram content and just repurposing for TikTok. And that way, if you like want to be omnipresent, to be present in every single platform, you can do that also for Instagram. So lifestyle content and day in the life, don't use that. Use top of funnel content, mid of the funnel content and bottom of the funnel content. So for the lives, I would say that you need to live every single day and to show expertise, keep it simple and engaging. Most of the buyers don't spend time on TikTok. They spend for entertainment even more than on Instagram, but they watch lives. It's very unlikely to buy from you. So I would say that only repurposing Instagram content, and TikTok is straight D tier. And the next one is Facebook. So for Facebook, only repurposing Instagram content here, even less people watch and go on Facebook. So it's completely waste of time, but only if you want to be omnipresent. So I would say for Facebook is first on the E tier. And so for the Threads, I would say that only repurpose X post or LinkedIn content here. You can also repurpose videos. I think in future will be the thing. So Threads will be the thing, but for now it's completely trash and it's E tier. So Threads in a E tier. So next things are referrals. So what means referrals? So that means that you have one client and you give them good results, you give them good service and they refer some of their friends to you. And then you have referral number one, and then you do great results for them and you provide good service to him and he refers some more people to you. So we have like referral 2, 3 and 4. And then also if you do great jobs for them, you can also expect more people to come. So from one referral, you can get like 10 referrals if you know exactly what you're doing. So I would say it's 3 clients and it compounds, as we said, from 1 client to referral number 1, from 1 referral to 3 more, and from 3 more to 6 more. So 3 clients compounds, but you cannot rely on it because it's unpredictable. You don't have control over it, and at any moment you will lose clients, in any moment you will get referrals. So do not rely on it. If you can control it, then will be S tier, but for now it will be A tier for sure. So I have like personal story here. So I have a client, Summit Growth Agency. They're like creating AI ads for DTC brands that they don't want to spend like much money on UGC creators, and they don't post any content. They don't do outreach. They only get clients from word of mouth. So referrals, that's the real example that I see that referrals are also good. I have a couple of them when I was editing videos. So I have 2 of them. For now, as my content agency scale, I don't have like referrals, but I will build referrals network also. I would say that efficiency is very high because you basically give a great job to one and you get another client, and from that, if you do a great job, you get another one and it's compound. So efficiency is very, very high. high. Volume is unpredictable. It can be low, it can be high, depends on from time to time. And the lead quality is very, very quality, so warm, because it's friend of your actual client. And in most cases, the people you get as a referrals, they are similar to our clients. You can get them results. This is E tier for sure. So next we have partnerships. So what that means? So that means that you're partner with someone. For example, if you're agency owner, you partner up with someone who is cold email specialist. So you're agency owner, you editing videos for them, you scripting their videos, you create thumbnails, titles, come up with ideas, and they in return, they sourcing your leads, they scraping your leads, they set up campaign automation, follow-ups, A/B testing, and similar service. So this is good because you use them as a social proof and they use you as a social proof. So in that way, it's win-win situation. It's mutual benefit. So you benefiting from their service and you benefiting from there. The only downside that might happen is that you get for them good results, but they don't get results for you. It's a very big problem. It can happen in other direction as well. So because of that, I would say like good examples of it is like Ayman Arab, his agency owner, and Matt Lucero, his cold email specialist. So both of them have pretty much large group of clients. So I would say that efficiency is high because you can use them as social proof, and one connection can last for months and years, and volume depending on the number of partnerships. Now, of course, if you're agency owner, you can partnership with someone who has different service. You can have multiple partnerships. So for that, I would say that it's mostly good, but it can be bad if they don't give you great results. But I would say that overall is a B tier. So B tier for sure. It's a great way to start if you don't have clients and you have someone of your friend, like for example, to do cold email for you and you to do content for him. So yeah, B tier for sure. Next is door to door. Now, of course, this is for local businesses. So two things determine whether this is worth your time. So your offer and your location. What offer you can bring up to the local businesses? So SMMA, so social media marketing agency, photography, vending, ads, and the location is basically it's good for major cities and commercial areas. If you don't belong to these categories, you shouldn't do door to door. It's simple as that. So it's very efficient because you go to them and you meet them in person, and basically you know if they are truly interested, they cannot ignore you because you are in front of them. Also, what can happen is that you talk with gatekeeper, they not like owners of that local businesses, and you need them to provide the contact for the owner, and in most cases they want to do that or will tell you that they will do that, but they don't. So yeah, this is the flaws that can happen in door to door, and basically it's time consuming because you need to spend time and the gas to go through all of these local businesses. So I will list like pros and cons. So pros is instant trust and connection because you're in front of them. No competition because you are alone in front of them. I don't know any cases where two people came into the same local businesses. And immediate qualification because you see if they are a good fit and also if they are agreed to work with you. Cons is zero scalability, the gatekeeper wall, as I talk about it, and it's very, very time consuming and you need to spend a lot of gas to go through all of the local businesses. Also, you can find them on Google Maps, but yeah, for the efficiency is low, very, very low, and lead quality is also cold because they don't know you. You can show some of your work, some of the proof, but yeah, it's pretty zero scalability, and honestly, I would put them into C tier because it's not that bad. I know a lot of people in Serbia, in Belgrade, that do like photography or wedding and they go well. For my offer, it is not. You actually can offer a content strategy or to local businesses, but I don't do that because most of my clients are like remote and I work from them remote. So yeah. Next is YouTube. So this is by far the platform that I right now record the video and the platform that everyone uses and everyone should use because it has higher chances of people to work with you because people spend a lot more time watching your content. And as a study shows that people need like 7 hours of content to actually considering working with you. For YouTube, I would say that as for the Instagram, you should post top of funnel content, middle of the funnel content, and bottom of the funnel content. And here are the examples. So top of funnel content, so ranking all clients acquisition method as a coach agency owner, so it's similar video to this one. I would say that it's top of funnel because it's broad topic, so client acquisition methods are the broad topic, and for every single business they need like some client acquisition methods, and they have, so it's broad tactic. Mid of the funnel content, so for example, my client booked 250 sales calls in 40 days with YouTube, here's how. And bottom of the funnel content, so client interview, how we help Simone scale from 7.5k to 55k subscribers. So this is the type of videos you need, but every type of video should have this into them. So keyword research, so this is the first thing and most important that you should do. So you should make sure that video you record had lesser competition but higher demand for that. Clear idea is the second priority. Then thumbnails, I would say thumbnails and titles to be in the same place. It's very important to have your packaging right, to have good thumbnails, and to A/B testing your thumbnails and also A/B testing your title, so it's also good. Then we have scripting, so if your keywords is right, most people will find your videos via YouTube or Google search. Then if you have clear idea, you will attract more people, and if you have good packaging, you will actually encourage people to click on your video, especially not skippable thumbnail or title. Then come up good scripting. Storytelling is fifth, so you need to find a good ways to actually say about your story. Then is editing, and the least important thing is SEO, because it can push further already good video, but it will not create a good video. So all of this in order you need to improve. So keyword research to do extremely well and to start with this, then clear idea, then packaging, so thumbnail and title, scripting, storytelling, editing, and SEO. So YouTube works for every offer and every product, every course seller, every best business model creator, every serious agency owner. They all use YouTube. That tells you everything. So everyone who like record video basically teaches you about their best business model. They use YouTube to promote that, to promote their free community or paid community or whatever they have. So it's gold mine basically. And I would say that it's surely for them, sure, it's S tier. So first S tier in this list is YouTube. The next is Kit or email list. So I use Kit for my email list, and this is how it looks like when you set up this. So how to create email lists. So choose platform is the like first thing, create lead magnet is the second thing, and create opt-in page is the third thing. So choose a platform, so choose the best platform for you, for the pricing or any other thing, choose all of that. Create lead magnet, so create something that people will love to have and they need to sign to your email list to have it. And create opt-in page, so they can go to that page, sign in, write all informations, email, name, etc., phone number, and then you have all of this information in your email list, and then you can send them different types of posts. Email list you can scale by value emails, free stuff, social proof emails, and urgency emails. So value emails, when you share some value, like basically it's like Twitter or LinkedIn, but for the specific people that choose to sign with your email list. Free stuff, so you give your lead magnets, give anything free pack, basically whatever you have free and it is good, give to them. Social proof emails, so case study or client testimonial, and urgency emails for your offer or course that you like raise prices, and then you make urgency for them to make sure to buy before the price are raised. So yeah, basically this is for email list. It's very good because people choose to them, so they are warm. Lead quality is basically good. They are warm because they trust you and they choose to sign to your email list, so because they know quality of your stuff and they want to get them, and they sign for your email list. So volume, I would say that it depends of the size of your list, and the efficiency is high because most people consume that your emails and then after that buy, and you can set up follow-ups for people who are in the email list but not go to the webinars of yours or something like that. So this is a good way, and I would say that it's as Instagram A tier and as a referral. So A tier it's pretty good, and I will encourage you to always have email lists. So when you create YouTube, Instagram content, always have email lists so you can actually create a special group for people, and then you can share some valuable tips as well, even more than on YouTube, etc., or different packaging. The next is cold outreach, cold email, and cold calling. So rate these icons in the comments, so what you think about them. I was curious about that. But yeah, we'll start first by cold outreach. So it means to personalize message some of the like coaches, consultants on Instagram, X, or LinkedIn. So this is the best three platforms for outreach, Instagram and X especially, but LinkedIn is also for B2B if you outreach to them. What is the one thing that you should make sure that you do when you do cold outreach is that you give value up front. So value up front means free scripts, free thumbnails, or free ideas plus strategy. So that means that you're ready to give them away something for free in order for them to sign with you, to work with you. It's a good sign that you care, also that you can actually do what you said to do, because you show them first before tell them. Basically, the message isn't that important, and make sure that these things, these free things, is actually good because it's first impression. And for the first message, you can say, hey, I just come up with a script for your video and a thumbnail, and if you like it, you can record it and I will add it all for free, so you have no pressure at all. And then put like the link of the doc, and I will show you now what that doc looks like. So as you can see, this is the title of the video. Watch this video walking through the script below. So this is the Loom. You attach your Loom into it, and you have some recording notes for the client and the whole script. Basically, this is the free value. So free script, and of course you put a Loom. You explain why you write that script, that you basically you said that you analyze their content, and also said that this is for strategy, this is for that, this for that. You basically explain what's the importance of that script and why they actually need to record it, because when they like read all of that, it's not that good. But if you like put some bullet points, they will for sure very grateful for that. So this is how you can write like a free script. Also, it's good to follow up. Study shows that actually for people to buy from you, you need to follow up 5 times, and yet most people stop after 1 or 2. So you need to follow up once, twice, third, fourth, and fifth time so you can close the deal. I will encourage you to do as max as you can until they block you, or they will say that they're not interesting, or third option is to actually book a call with you. So this is the only options they have. Also, when you follow up, you can say, hey, I'm just checking out if you have time to see the script. I will think that it will help you get leads or like nurture people down if it's like middle of the funnel content. And also in the follow-up, you can send like free thumbnail. You don't need to send all the free stuff at once. You could also send a free thumbnail, free strategy, free ideas in the spam of these 5 follow-ups. If you do this consistently for 30 days and you have even a little bit of content running alongside it, you will have a client and many booked calls for sure. 100% sure you will have one high-paying client and many booked calls also. That's not a promise, that's just what happens when you show up with real value every day. So when it comes to cold outreach, I would say it's also great when you're a beginner to post content, doing outreach and do all this stuff. It's very time consuming and you don't have that scalability, but I would say that it's for sure B tier. So the volume is not that big. You need to send like for example 4 or 5 messages a day, and you can expect a client for 30, 60, 90 days. So for the efficiency, it's very high in the beginning, but goes to 0 as you scale. For the lead quality, it's like low because it's cold people, they know nothing about you, and the first impression is actually your free value stuff. So make sure it's good. So for cold email, I would say that you can also personalize message people 4, 5 to 10 times a day, and you can use automation. So personalized emails, for that is also value upfront, free scripts, free thumbnails, free ideas plus strategy. Follow up, as I said, first time, second time, third time, fourth time, 5th time, and then book a call for this example. Automation, so you can use these tools like Apollo, Smart Leads to send hundreds, thousands, and tens of thousands emails per day, and to book as many calls as you possibly can. With value upfront, you set up value upfront and you follow up with them and then book a call. So this is good if you like offer a cold email service and then you show them that you like send 100 or 1,000 emails per day, which is very, very good. Some people on YouTube send like 1 million emails, which is impressive in my opinion. But yeah, for the like high ticket offers, I would say that cold outreach is the best and that you can send emails, but with personalized emails, but automation is also good. And then you can actually use to combine cold outreach and cold email, but I would say that also depend on the offer, but it's B tier because for B2B and for like businesses it's very, very good and you should use them instead of like obviously cold outreach. But yeah, next thing is cold calling. So for the cold calling you need to find prospects to call. So you find prospects via Google Maps, scraping leads, or from LinkedIn Sales Navigator. From that you cold call them. So your cold call needs to have opener, so like hey John, something like that. It needs to break a pattern, to say something that they don't expect from you to say, then permission for the pitch, then the pitch itself, and then book a sales call. So you try to book a sales call. You do that on cold call, and then after from the sales call you qualify them, handle all objections, and close deal if possible, if God let that happen. So yeah, cold calling is like better than cold email, especially for the local businesses and for B2B, because you call them, they cannot ignore you like they do on email, and they straight up tell you if they're interesting or not, and you talk to them, maybe even handle some of the objections before the actual sales calls. And that's a good thing because you have one call before discovery call or sales call, which is great for you. And I would say if you compare personalized emails and cold calls wins every single time because it's more efficient per call than per email. But if you look at from the automation side, you can send like thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands emails per day, but with a cold calling you can do that even with a high team, but that costs a lot of money. So I would say that this also offer dependent, but I would say that's also B tier. Like volume is like medium, you can call like 20 businesses a day or something like that, 10, 15, 20. Scale is low to medium because it's time consuming and you like spend times researching the prospect and call them. So I would say it's B tier. Every cold thing that I mentioned in this video, basically everything is like B tier, but cold outreach and cold email can be in A tier, but it depends on the offer. So the next thing I would talk about the difference between free community, to get clients from free community, and to get clients from paid community, and I will explain the difference because most people don't quite understand that. So the first thing, what that means free community. So you create a community where people choose to be inside, similar to the like email list, but it's better. Let me explain. So create free community. You create your free community on School, on Discord, or any other app, maybe your app, etc. Give value. So this is the difference because you can give your YouTube videos, you can give course modules, weekly calls, and feedback. So I mean YouTube videos in a like order. Like Callaway, he has free school community where he put his YouTube videos in order. So for example, these videos are from scripting, these videos are from like for storytelling, editing, etc. They are like in order, unlike on YouTube. I see a lot of like faceless YouTube free community where they don't have like videos or faceless videos, but they post course modules on how to find ideas, how to find the right niche, etc. You tend to like weekly calls, you have one weekly call, actually present a real value to them. Basically they can connect way deeper to you. You can also put a feedback in it because they can write a post every single day and you can give feedback on what can be improved, how they can improve, etc. The third step is actually to grow the community. So you grow it by YouTube videos, paid ads, or school search. So YouTube videos, you actually by the end of it in the call to action, you promote your free group because it's also a great source of leads. Paid ads, you paid meta ads for promote the community, and you use school search. I miswrite it, but you know what I mean for it. So I would say that efficiency is very high because people choose to be in that group and also have weekly calls, feedbacks direct from you. Volume is medium to high. So volume grows with actually size of your community, and lead quality is very great, like on YouTube, or even better. I would say that it's like small portion of the people because you, for example, if you have 100k subscribers, you only have like 1,000 members or 10,000 members, etc. etc. It's like a small portion, and that's why YouTube is better. I would say that this one is also S tier. So free community is surely S tier. And now we explain the paid community. So for paid community is actually means to find the right community. So what I mean for that term right community. So what it means? That means to find a community with large numbers of members, actually to have somebody who have potential to be interested in your service. Then when you find those, like for example, I would say in my opinion that Charlie Morgan has a great school community where he has like over 500 or 600 members in their VIP community. And it's also great because I know that I can find people that are interested in content agency because they are also invest on how to get leads, and content is also part of the game, and they are ready to invest, especially for the mentorships, because they like spend 1k 2k or 3k on mentorships. They're also ready to spend a couple thousands on your service if it's good, actually. So you join and actually show up. You don't immediately start to DMing people. You actually show a proof. You show that you have a business that you work on and put a feedback. And basically from that, you can identify the right people that might help be interested in your service. Reach out personally. So build a connection like you build when someone has like see your story, and then ask for that value and pitch when the moment is right. So the only downside is that you need to invest in course, like for example, a couple hundreds per month or per year, or mentorship 1k 2k 3k or 5k on the mentorships. I would say that volume is limited by the community because you can outreach to all the members, but the number of members is not that high. So scale ceiling is also limited by the members that are interested in your service, and also the lead quality is great because they are ready to invest. So you need only to convince them that they need your service because they also invest in some other course on how to get leads or how to do outreach well, but they need also content, and you're here to help them. And that's why you reach out personally and pitch when the moment is right. So I would say that it's like scalable than free community, because free community grows over time and you can have like 100k members, like Nate Herc, who has like over 300k members in that free community. But I would say that this is B tier for sure. So I would put this paid community in B tier for sure. The last two things is webinars and freelance platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. So we'll start first by webinars. So here's the webinar structure. Every single webinar have opening, value inside the webinar, and pitch plus Q&A by the end of it. So opening, you talk about your story, then put a value, why it's actually important to they watch your webinar, and actually you pitch them and answer their questions and handle objection primarily. So here's how preparation looks like for the webinar. So find the pain point you actually need for your webinar to actually communicate the people's pain point, and then you create a solution. So your webinar is the solution to their pain point. So remember that you find their pain point and then create solution around it, your webinar. Then create sign up page plus automation. You need to make sure that your webinar is a good thing, that it's more valuable, and then create like high quality sign up page and setup or automation. I will talk about in a bit. Then promote your webinar on YouTube, so on content with paid ads or etc. So I include this because I only consider like when people go to a webinar, what is the lead efficiency, quality, etc. But of course, you need to use content or ads to promote your webinar. And then the last is follow-up sequence. So there are 4 types of people who goes to the webinar, and you send them like follow-up with some value things from that, and basically to book a call with you, or they book a call from the webinar. But have 3 types of people that you need to follow up. So they visited the page, didn't register, registered, didn't show up, and attended, didn't buy. So these types of people you need to target and need to set up follow-up sequence to them. So automation you need to send to them. So webinar as a webinar is very good, but you don't lie about that. For example, most people do promotions. They will say that they will do some free stuff. They will give something away for free. They will not pitch anything at the end, and they are lying, because the structure of the webinar is to pitch somebody and to answer their questions and to handle objections. solution. So the core of the webinar is the pitch, and they lie to you. And also they lie to you when they said that you will get something for free. So don't lie, and create something they're valuable. As we said, create a solution for their pain point. So get this right before you record this section. So before you record your webinar. So the topic must be a real pain point. Know how to grow, rather something specific they're actually stuck on. So how to grow with the YouTube, how to grow with Instagram, etc. The value has to be genuinely good. Don't give half the answers. Give the full solution up front. Be honest. As I said, be honest. Don't say this is not a sales call, then pitch by the end of the webinar. People see through it and you lose trust instantly. And people who don't want to be sold, let them skip it. So you don't want them there anyway. So people who don't want to be sold. So that way you send them that you will pitch by the end of it, and that if they don't like it, they will leave, because those people will not buy either way. So you don't want them on your webinar to be as like number of people who be there. I would say that the efficiency is high because they spend like 1 hour or 1.5 hours or maybe 2 hours with you. They connect with you, and also you handle objections. Basically, the whole webinar is just handling the objections. So the efficiency is very high, and lead quality is very warm because they first choose to sign to your webinar and then choose to spend 1 hour or 2 hours with you to listen to your story, to your value, and then your answers to their questions. And they will eventually book a call with you and eventually work with you. Now, also this works for low ticket offers, and they will buy from you, or they book a call if a high ticket offer. Volume, it's medium because it's only 100 to 200 people per webinar. So this is about webinar. I would say that is solid B tier, like the most of the methods I explain in this video. And the last one is Fiverr, Upwork, or any other freelance platform. So as you can see, I lack ideas for the visuals, and I tell Claude to make it. So here's basically the visual explanation why it's so bad, and I will spoil it. It's D tier, and here's why. So basically, if you start on Fiverr, on Upwork, or people per hour, any freelance platform, you're a new profile. You have 0 reviews, so no social proof. You buried on page 10, nobody sees you. Price only, so this is the race to the bottom from the day 1, and time for first clients is months if it ever happens. Like for example, for me, I get my first client on the Fiverr after 2 months of creating the account, and basically I finish that task, but I don't get any clients after that. So just 1 client, and basically I don't withdraw this, it's still on my account. Then we have established profiles. So they have hundreds of reviews, so instant credibility, top results, track record, and consistent inbound. So basically when people come to platforms like Fiverr or Upwork, they only want people who do it cheaper. There is always someone who do it cheaper, especially if your markets like in America or something like that. You need to higher prices because the market is that. So because of the market, but there are always someone in India who will do it basically cheaper than you. If it's not for cheaper, there are always someone who have greater results than you, who work like 10 years on that platforms or from 2020, etc. And they have credibility. And even if their prices are high, they're not getting consistent clients, but they're getting. So I would say, why not to start here? So same effort, 10x less return. So outreach or Instagram or YouTube gets you further with the same work you will do on Upwork or Fiverr. Platform controls everything. So visibility, who sees you, none of it is yours. Basically, it all's in control of the platform. Also, they take a cut from you, so 10 or 20%, I don't sure, because I don't use it from 2023. Attract window shoppers or attracts bargain hunters. The audience on Fiverr is looking for the cheapest option, as I said, and takes years to build traction, and it's not completely worth in 2026 because there are people who are establishing that works for so many years, and people will choose either them or people who will do it cheaper. So don't be on these platforms. So this is a straight up E tier. And basically, this is all the platforms ranked up. So we have S tiers, YouTube. The best leads comes from YouTube. Also free community. Then we have on A tier, Instagram, Referrals, and Kit as like email list. B tier, we have the most. X, LinkedIn partnerships, cold things like cold outreach, emails, cold calling, paid community, and webinars. We have C tiers like meta ads and door-to-door, D tier YouTube advertising and TikTok, and the E tier, the worst platforms to getting clients, is Facebook, Threads, and Fiverr. And don't get me wrong, you can get clients with them, and that's why they're so bad. You should focus on creating content on YouTube, building your free community, creating your content on Instagram, offer good service to get referrals, build email list, build profile on X or LinkedIn or both, and do in the beginning outreach or email, and that's what I suggest you to do. Even a couple of webinars, but to be honest, or paid community in the beginning. So this is what I recommend you in this video. So if you want actually to build a content system on YouTube or on Instagram, my team and I will help you. So we will build that for you. Full content system from idea to posting, all of that handled by us. Also, we can create funnels, Instagram profile funnel, and everything in between. And we offer many bonuses and free AI tools. So this will be in the first link in description. Or if you want a free resources across all of my YouTube videos like free scripts, free frameworks, etc., click the second link in description. That's it for this video. See you guys. God bless you all and peace.